Hello and welcome back to the channel. A few days ago I raced the 8 Stations Ultra with my brother. The 8 Stations Ultra is a 30-mile race from Whitby to Pickering across the North Yorkshire Moors. It loosely follows the North Yorkshire Moors railway line. The majority of the route is off-road and there's about 1,000 metres of elevation, so it was a very difficult race. Before I drop you into the race footage, I thought I would explain a little tiny bit about the race, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out the car and get out for a bit of a mooch and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So basically the race route passed by 8 stations along the North Yorkshire Moors railway line, which usually has like steam trains running along it. It's a really beautiful route and a really beautiful part of the world. I'm super lucky that I live really close by to it, so it seemed like a bit of a no-brainer when signing up. It was the first point-to-point ultra race that I've done. I've done a couple of lapped backyard style type ultras before, but it's the first time I've ever had to sort of start at a certain time and just get to the finish line. It was the first time I've really had to slog out like 30 miles, 50k in one go, so I knew that it was going to be probably the hardest race I've ever done. Even more impressively, it was my brother Eddie's first time going over, I think, about 26 kilometres, so he was near enough doubling his longest ever run. Yeah, that was really impressive to me that he managed to do it. I don't want to talk too much, but I did record a kind of intro when I was on the move, but looking back it was a bit incoherent and I was kind of caught up in the start of the race excitement, so I didn't do a very good job of explaining what was actually going on and the whole concept of the race and everything, so that's why I just dropped in now. If you do enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could drop it a like below. I've only got a tiny channel, so any engagement helps. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Right, I'm going to throw you onto the start line in Whitby at the cinder track just as the race was getting going. Enjoy.
Of passion for Kath in particular, whose love.
Good morning and welcome back. Today we're in Whitby, we're doing the 8 Stations Ultra. Running it today with Eddie, my brother. It's about 30 miles, I think, 50k, something like that. Ish, I don't know. It's from Whitby to Pickering over the North Yorkshire Moors. It's going to be pretty tough. UK's in a heat wave, so it's going to be a bit grim. Lots of elevation, all on trails. Not really sure how we're going to get on. First couple of hills for the day, so we're getting treated to a downhill across this field. We are just short of 4km, sweating loads already. I think the sun cream's making it all pour out. How are you feeling?
Yeah, not bad. Need a wee.
Yeah, it's going okay, not too bad.
Thank you.
Just under a kilometre ago we passed through the first aid station of the day. We are currently about 10k deep. Stopped and got some sweets, had some more water, had some watermelon. What else? There was loads of brownies and stuff, but I think I might get some of those later on. What else was there? Flapjack. That might come in handy. But yeah, we're going okay. It's bloody hot. And maybe moving a little bit slower than I thought at points, but it's going to
not too bad. Had quite a few hills already, but it was a lovely day. We're just coming through a ground now. We've just seen Amber at the car for a minute. There's a steam train at the station. Shut up. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but the steam train's coming. I don't know if we'll be able to see it, to be fair, because we're in a bit of a wooded section, but it's coming up behind us. We are currently about bang on 18k in. My watch has just gone there. 18k in. We've been to the second aid station. 2 hours 20 deep. I think it's probably the slowest I've ever done, 18k, but not surprising really. It's been pretty hard so far. We've had quite a lot of elevation in the last like half an hour or so. Quite a lot of walking. Anything to report on?
It's not as sunny as we feared, is it?
Yeah, it's clouded over quite a bit, and we had about 5 seconds where it spotted with rain, but that stopped pretty quickly. This section we're just kind of getting out onto the moors a bit. It's going to be a lot more open, so hopefully we get a breeze, because it's very humid and sticky. Dunked our hats, that was nice. Got a soaking wet bandana on to try and cool me down, but it's already warm. Yeah, I will report in soon. We've been treated to a downhill, first one in a while. So I think we're going to have a little jog, because we've been slapping uphill to the middle of the moors, and it is very remote out here. Nothing for miles. We're going to get jogging. And if you're wondering how far in we are, we're about 21k, so we've done 13 miles. It's a long bloody way this. I'm not clicking onto the screen on my watch that says how far we've got to go, because I think it'll just depress me. But yeah, we're getting there. This part of the trail is absolutely unreal, but we've had a tiny bit of drama. Something's bitten Eddie on his leg and drawn blood. And no idea what it was. Hopefully not a tick. It's only a little bite. Are you alright?
It's fine. It's come on.
But bizarre. Just stopped for a nature piss. One of the better ones I've had recently. But yeah, unreal spot. We've got 6k I think until the next aid station, so it's going to keep slapping on. And I think we're chatting about getting brownies or flapjack, something like that, the next one. Getting pretty hungry. Yeah. This section is so steep. My God. we've just left the second to last aid station. There's another one in, I think, what was it, 6k? Something like that. Stopped there for quite a while, drank a fair bit and ate some stuff, so it was a pretty good stop, but getting started again was rough. Legs are getting very sore now. We're 32k in, so like 16k to go, is it?
Yep.
We're hitting that point where you just got to dig deep and get it done now. It's getting a bit grim, starting to feel rough. Got to keep putting one foot in front of the other, I guess. Horrible.
Not good.
$35.6k in. What was that, 22 miles? I think. Was it 22 miles?
Yeah.
Getting a bit delirious now. It is getting really hot down here. There's just no breeze. Like, there's not really a lot to look at either. It's becoming a bit of a mind game now. But we were just saying we're glad that we're doing this together, because I think on our own it would be very, very, very difficult. I think my head would have gone by now and I'd have probably tapped out, so very grateful that I've got Eddie with me. But yeah, we've been walking for a while. Don't know, we're just struggling to get going a little bit. Coming up to another hill, so just going to keep plodding on and hopefully get a downhill at some point. Easy fella. We've just passed through the last aid station. We've got, I can't even do the maths, 12k to go. Didn't stop for too long there really, just had a bit of water. I think Eddie had some pretzels, just restocked and going again. Just going to try and get it done now. There's only 60 metres of elevation left, so we've broke the back of the elevation, which is good. Just got to try and get back to Pickering in one piece. When you spend a minute too long at an aid station, the gate got closed and we couldn't cross, but I think we should be good in a second. We have passed through 40k. I don't really have a lot to say, but we've hit 40k. I'm getting tired. My legs are a bit achy, but they're not too bad, but my feet are starting to get pretty sore. Both of our heels are starting to get blisters, so they're not too bad when I take my shoes off. But we're getting there. All good.
Home time.
Home time, but not quitting time. Wee. We've got less than 5k to go now. We're just shuffling on. Less than 5k means, what is it? There's 5k left. So your mum could do a 5k. Butchered that.
Let's do it again.
Nah, I'm too tired to do that again. But yeah, we're getting there. It's just getting a bit grim now. But the finish is kind of in sight.
Just met a woman trying to pick a 4 number combination lock to get a bike through the gate. Should be there till next week.
We We offered her a hand lifting the bike over, but she said she wouldn't get it back over, so she's persisting with picking the lock, which seems a bit daft. But we wished her luck, we wished her good luck, and left her to it. Just go finish the bloody race, you idiot, come on. We've got less than 1k to go now, really getting near the end of it. It's been very hard but amazing, really hard day. It's been really warm, but we're nearly there. Just need to keep plodding on. If you watched it this far, thank you for watching, I really appreciate it. I'm going to finish this race and then chat a bit later. Now that it's been a few days since the race, I've kind of processed it a little bit and I can kind of reflect on it with a little bit more of a clear head. I appreciate that at the end of the race I was like, oh, I'll chat later, but that didn't happen. I was just too tired afterwards, so I thought I'd do a bit of an outro here before I finish the video. After the race was finished, we stopped at the finish line for a bit to clap in all the people that we'd been leapfrogging all day. There was a bit of friendly competition in the last like 10k or so. Once the race was done, I just got showered and then we went and got a chippy with the family, so that was nice. Just spent some time hanging out with them, chatting, and just taking it all in really. It was nice. Me and Eddie managed to finish the race in around 7 hours 20 minutes. Obviously it's a super long time to be on your feet, but we didn't really have any time expectations going into it, so we were super happy. We placed I think 90th out of around 250 people that signed up for it. First time Eddie's gone over 25-26k, first time it's hit marathon distance, first time he's ever done an ultra, so I think we were super happy with that result. If I'm remembering correctly, I think the winner finished in like 4 hours 45, which is absolutely obscene. That's a really good time to run 30 miles on the road, let alone over that terrain with like that elevation. I honestly, like, that's absolutely crazy to me. But yeah, it was an amazing race. It was a super tricky course. The course was absolutely amazing. There were some of the parts of that race I think will live long in my memory. The forest sections were absolutely unbelievable. And there's some really nice bits where you could let your legs go and really get going. So really enjoyed it as an event. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I think I'd consider doing it again. And if I don't do it again, I'd definitely recommend it to other people in the future. Really well run event. Before I finish up the video, I do have a few thank yous. First off, I want to say thank you to the race directors, volunteers, organisers. They put on an absolutely amazing event. The race went perfectly for me in terms of having everything I needed. There was never a supply shortage of food or drinks on the course. All the Eight Station volunteers were so friendly. There's been a lot of chat recently about race fees getting very expensive over pretty much every distance, and I think that it's really true. But one thing I will say is I think every penny of that one was worth it. It was £58 for a full day's running with loads of fully stocked up aid stations, loads of volunteers and an amazing course across the countryside. I can't really complain. I paid more money for a lot less at a race, so yeah, I think it was definitely justified. And finally, I wanted to say a massive thank you to all my family for all the support with this. I nearly broke down at the finish line when I saw you all, seeing you all clapping and cheering coming in. Yeah, it made me feel pretty emotional, so thank you for the support. A special shout out in particular to Amber, who gave up her full day to meet us in between aid stations to give us that bit of extra support. It really means a lot that you were willing to drive around the countryside, finding lay-bys and random stop points to give us food and drink and extra bits that we needed. Right, I'm going to leave the video there, so thank you so much for watching. I'll be back very soon with some more running bits, more photography stuff. Hopefully you stick around for the next one. See ya. Bye.